to find out what are the core issues behind the terrorism. And we have found this is poverty and medieval curriculum in some education system. That's why we want to eradicate poverty from Bangladesh. And also we want to modernize the curriculum in different education system in Bangladesh. We have different education system. We have madrasa education system, we have general education system, and we have now in Bangladesh there are many English medium schools also. So we want to modernize the education system, especially which are still medieval. And to do that, we don't want to impose anything on any education system. Rather, we want to implement that through consultation. And that initiative has been taken by our Prime Minister, because 2 months ago she sat with the leaders of the madrasa education system and she declared that I would form a commission to modernize the madrasa education system. And after the meeting, for the first time within last few decades, the leaders of the madrasa education system publicly called the people of Bangladesh and to the Muslim community, in the name of Islam carrying out terrorist attack is unacceptable. Islam does not allow it. For the first time, the very people who are blamed, who used to be blamed for terrorist activities, they have called the people of the country and to the people of the Muslim community not to do so. So it seems it's working very fast. So in Bangladesh, we want to address this issue, and we want to have regional network to combat terrorism. Because today in the world, we are fighting for 3 things. This is economy, ecology, and security. And economic progress can never be achieved without ensuring security. And economic progress cannot be achieved without having democracy, without restoring human rights, without upholding human rights. And that's why we are giving emphasis on these issues. And in Bangladesh, our party especially is not grown in the cantonment. Our party was grown from the people. The strength of our party are the people. And that's why we are the representative of the people. Our government is not a separate entity, but the representative of the people. And in delivering our responsibility all the time, we keep in mind that we are the representative of the people. And our task is to strengthen democracy and to bring stability in the country as well as in the region. I will not elaborate because we shall have interactive session. Thank you very much for question hearing.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Dr. Hasan M. Ladies and gentlemen, now floor is open for Q&A, and please raise your hand, and when identified, come forward, and before asking questions, introduce yourself. Yes, Brad.
Minister, that was a very fascinating story you told. I've never heard it before. I think your country somehow must have a shortage of foreign media coverage, because this is brand new to me, what you just said. I guess maybe you could get more attention if you developed a nuclear threat to the rest of the world. But that does bring me to a question I was going to ask, and that is, why does Pakistan have a nuclear capability? They feel they need it to deal with India. You're next to India. Tell me about your relations with India and why you feel you don't need a nuclear capability.
Brad, will you introduce yourself?
I'm a freelance, Bradley Martin. Thank you.
You see, I mean, when Pakistan first time, I mean, carried out nuclear explosion, the tension was mounted in the region. Then this is Sheikh Hasina who went to Pakistan and to India to mediate. I mean, she called upon both India and Pakistan to mediate, to ease the tension. And we believe in the planet there are many hungry people, and the humanity is threatened by environmental degradation. We have many things to do to address these issues rather than having nuclear capability. Yes, nuclear capability could be used for betterment of the humanity, for the production of electricity and for other betterment of the humanity. But we never felt that we must have nuclear capability. And we have excellent relationship with India and the same with Pakistan. And we want to maintain this relationship.
Yes, please, floor is open again. Okay, go ahead.
Joel Lejean from RTL from France, Europe. First of all, I apologize for being late. I was on duty. But nevertheless, I have a few questions related to the situation regarding the country and also Islam. My question is, as I wrote it today, is what do you think of the situation, first of all, in Afghanistan and Pakistan, is what we have as conflicts? What is your expectation about these issues? You mentioned terrorism. But also, what are your views on the question that were raised by President Obama in his Cairo speech? We've been hearing a lot in the Bush era of the conflict of civilization. We've been hearing a lot of issues related to Islamism. And so, on this new chapter, maybe opened by President Obama, I'd like to hear your comment, your view on that. And the third question is, how do you view the issue of Turkey entering into EU? You know, there have been troubles. Some people in Europe disagree with the entrance of Turkey into the European Union, and I would like to hear your views on that. What could it bring to Europe, and vice versa? What could it bring to the Orient, as Turkey is said to be the gate of the Orient? Okay, thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Je parlais un petit peu français, mais pas beaucoup. J'ai oublié beaucoup. Yes, the situation in Afghanistan and Pakistan definitely, I mean, destabilizing the region, of course, and threatening the security, especially in Afghanistan, I would say. Threatening the security of the region as a whole. But Pakistan is trying to its best. In Pakistan, there is democratically elected government, and this government is trying to its best to tackle the situation. But as Afghanistan is a neighboring country, it is more difficult for Pakistan to deal with the issue than Bangladesh, because when in Afghanistan, you know that Taliban are there for decades, and that has definitely has some impact in Pakistan. And as in Bangladesh, we are addressing the issue, I mean, not militarily, and that's why I believe the same should be in Afghanistan and Pakistan. We have to address the issue, the core reasons of this terrorism. We have to address this. And President Obama said, and I do believe that there is no conflict between democracy and Islam, because in Bangladesh there is no problem. Bangladesh is a majority Muslim country. 85% people of Bangladesh are Muslim, and Bangladesh is a model for democracy for many countries, especially after the last election. So there is no conflict between Islam and democracy, and the approach